Hello and welcome to the Grundfos video guide on how to reply to an MDS request with a part declaration. The first step is to log into CDX. If you're experiencing any login issues, please make sure to watch our video on login issues in CDX. Once you're successfully logged in, you need to make sure that you're in the MDS View. To ensure this, please click the personal settings icon to the right and then click MDS View. Once you're in the MDS View, please go ahead and click the inbox icon right here and then click MDS Request and then go ahead and click Search on the far right. Now you will see a list of your MDS requests. Double-click on a request to review it. Here you will be able to see part material name as well as part number. Mine is just called test and doesn't actually have a part number since this is indeed just a test request, but yours will have all the correct information. If this is your first time opening your request, you should be able to click Create MDS in the bottom right corner, so proceed to click that, and then confirm by clicking OK. Here you will see a list of regulations. This list is the same list as our focus list, which is Grundfos' restricted substance list. To learn more about the Grundfos focus list, please go ahead and watch our video on the focus list. Please also keep in mind that this list is a general list that needs to apply to all of our suppliers. Therefore, every single one of these regulations might not be relevant for the specific product that you supply. Now, let me go ahead and fill in the information and make an example. When you fill in the information, you can't leave any of the fields blank. Therefore, you will have to reply with either a yes, a no, or not applicable. Reply yes when you do comply with the regulation. Also reply yes when you comply but have to make an exemption. Reply no when you don't comply with the regulation. In this case, you will have to declare the substance or substances that prevent you from complying. Reply with not applicable when the given regulation isn't relevant for your product. So in my example, let's say that I don't comply with REACH SVHC because of a certain substance. So I go ahead and click no. And then later on in the process, I can declare the substance. For ROS, let's say that I comply with it, but only because of an exemption. I will have to make the exemption later on in the process as well. For batteries, let's say that I don't supply batteries, so that's not applicable. Let's say that I don't supply packaging either, so that's not applicable as well. And then the rest of the regulations are relevant and I do comply with them, so I will go ahead and reply with yes to all of them. In relevant data provided, you should always reply with no obligation to declare unless you have an exemption to make. For me, I have an exemption to make in the ROS, so I will go ahead and click yes. The rest is no obligation to declare. Right, once you've filled in all the information, please head over to the recipient tab in the top. And then you will see some more regulations. This is the same procedure as before, and let's say that I comply with all of these and that they are relevant, so I will go ahead and reply with a yes. And then again, no obligation to declare. So far, I've provided the information on whether or not I comply with each one of the regulations and whether or not the regulation is relevant for my product. Since I also need to declare substance and make an exemption, I need to head back to the Ingredients tab and then click Regulation Wizard. Here, you just click Next. The Regulation Wizard allows you to add the substances to either declare the substance or to make the exemption for each one of the regulations. By default, it starts on REACH SVHC, which is regulation 1 out of 13. But if you need to go to another regulation to declare the substance, please go ahead and click Next until you find the correct one. Now, for me, it was REACH SVHC that I had to declare substance for, so I will head back to the REACH SVHC and then I will click Add. Now, once you click Add, you will see this box right here. If you click Search, you will see all the substances in the given regulation, and you can also search for a specific substance by either CAS number or name. So in this example, I will just go ahead and search for this CAS number. So I will type it in and then click search. And then I will see calcium arsenate. Let's say that this is the specific substance that I need to declare. So I will go ahead and double click it. And then this box will pop up. The only thing you need to do here is enter the portion of the substance in the material. So let's say that calcium arsenate is 5% of my material. So I go ahead and type in 5, and then I click apply. Now I've added this substance to the reach HVAC. Let's just say in my example that calcium arsenate is the only substance that prevents me from complying with reach HVAC, so that's done. Now I have to make the exemption in the ROS. So I go ahead and click next until I find ROS. This is regulation number 2. And then I will go ahead and click add just like before. And then I will go ahead and search for the relevant substance. In this case, I will go ahead and make an exemption for lead by searching for the CAS number of lead and then clicking search. And then once again, double clicking on lead. And then I will type in, let's say 3.5%, just like before. Click apply. And then I have added that substance as well. When you've added all the relevant substances that you need for either to declare the substance or to make an exemption, please go ahead and click apply. Now you can see over here that they have been added. Go ahead and click quit. And then you need to enter the weight of your component. This is done by selecting the component, which in my case is just called test once again, but yours will have the correct information. Proceed to go to amounts and weights, and then enter the measured weight per item. So let's just say that mine weighs 100 grams, so I will go ahead and type in 100. Now I need to make a classification for both of these. This is done by clicking on the material and then clicking classification and then clicking the green plus right here. When you're in this box, you need to select IMDS and then select the most appropriate classification. Let's just say that this is zinc alloys. Now, once you've selected the most appropriate one, go ahead and untick this box and then click apply. I need to do the same thing for the lead. So I click on it, classification, the green plus, classification, IMDS, and then I need to choose for lead, I need to choose copper alloys, and I need to untick this box, and then I need to click apply once again. So once I've added weight to the component and classification for the material, I'm actually done with the substance that I needed to declare. So this one was the reach HVAC, and now I've declared that substance. For the ROS exemption, I need to specify which exemption I use. So I will have to go back to the component by selecting the component and then scrolling down until I found ROS. Here there is a column called exemption. So I go ahead and double click here. And then in exemption, I go ahead and double click again. Now, for my exemption for lead, I know that it's under the ROS Annex 3, and then it's in number 6C. So I will go ahead and find that. It says copper alloy containing up to 4% lead by weight. So this is the correct exemption for me, and you will just have to find the appropriate exemption for you. So once you find the appropriate one, you just select it and then you click apply. And once again, you go ahead and click apply. Now you have declared the substance and you have made the exemption. The last step is to check for mistakes to see if you made any along the way. So go ahead and click the execute check right here. And then you can see your check results in the bottom of the screen. As you can see, I have 0 errors but 5 information. As long as you don't have any errors, you're good to go. The information are just information and can actually be ignored. So once again, when you have 0 errors, you're ready to send the reply to us. This is done by going to recipient data, and then you can click send, and then you need to confirm that you want to send it by clicking send again. Once you've sent your reply, you're good to go. We will manually review all the replies that we receive, and if you don't hear anything from us, it means that everything is correct. Now, if you have any questions in regards to this, please write an email to our focus list mail, which is focus-list@grundfos.com, with the subject PD help, and then give us a detailed explanation of your problem. Thank you very much for watching.